Congrats to Ohio State. I just thought it was a really just hard-fought game both ways. Like, neither one of us had really been tested. So this is a good opportunity for both of us early in the season to see where we're at. And, Jake's he's got a good team. He's got really good guards. Tilly's a good player. They got some supporting guys that do things that help those guys. So I told our team, at the beginning of the year, right? I still am able to read a bunch of stuff early in the year, and everybody's saying that's an NCAA tournament team right there, right? We came in here in front of 13,000, went toe-to-toe with them. So what's that make us?
Questions? Tom? What does that make you?
Whatever we want to be, right? Like, I'm not afraid to take this team anywhere and play anybody. Our defense, I told them, when practice is over and go upstairs and pack your stuff, bring your defense with you. And I thought we did that. We got stops. We didn't get the stop that we needed, but we got stops. We fouled too much, sent them to the line on some of their drives. But I'm comfortable. We're averaging 90 points a game, so I'm comfortable playing that game. And tonight it was 64-63. I'm comfortable playing that game too. We got a team that can do both.
Seeing Marcus late, was that the option of just let him go and see if he can create something or get to the basket there at the end?
I think in that moment, right, you're always kind of second guessing what you want to do. We got a couple of late game kind of quick hitters that we go to. But then you run the risk of them getting in their lineup that they want, right? They have their offensive group in. We were trying to get Mobley on switches late, so now he's in. You're probably going to get a better shot versus an unset defense. If we call a timeout, they get set, and now they can be ready for whatever. So, we got a chance. We got to switch, and then the 5 set it, and he got to, switch on to Tilly, right? It was a good shot. It was a good look. Might have been a better look than we'd have gotten if we'd have called a timeout and tried to run something.
In the back.
Yeah, Coach, I got a question. You guys had averaged 29 three-point attempts in your first 3 games, obviously mid-major opponents, maybe different matchups. First half today, you only took 4, but you were just murdering them in the paint. What did you see about those matchups, and how were you able to exploit that? And then maybe did they take that away or make an adjustment second half?
Yeah, no, it was more of what they did than us, right? We're just trying to play off of advantages, right? We got the ball into the seam to Carson, and they stayed home. A lot of people would help on that. Now he's spraying it and playing. They stayed home. They said they were not going to give us 3s, and were going to force us to play 2s. And that was the game, right? We make layups, we make free throws. We're leaving here a lot happier, right? That's the game. We missed layups. We got the ball to the rim and didn't make it. They got the ball near the rim, and we fouled them, right? So that's the difference in the game right there. They chose to guard us in a certain way. We attacked them in a certain way. Now we got to make those layups to win the game.
Lynn in the front.
Mike, there were so many positives statistically. What is the teaching moment from this game?
That's it. You want to go on the road and beat somebody really good, you got to make your layups. You got to make your free throws. I thought whenever, kudos to them, whenever we had a defensive mistake or a breakdown, they capitalized, right? They went guard-to-guard screen, ghost with Junie and Bruce. We don't switch it the right way. Bruce, shot fake sidestep 3, right? A couple of times we don't get a 4-5 switch and they get behind us and throw it. Now we're late in our help and they get a dunk at the rim, right? We got to be more disciplined for longer defensively to not give up those mistakes that turned into points for them, right? And it's game 4. We're going to make mistakes. But the quicker we can clean those up, the better we're going to be.
Right here in the front.
You mentioned Christoph Tilly, the way that he was able to get to the line in the second half, seemed to get their offense going a little bit. What was the matchup issue there as far as trying to keep him from getting to the rim or getting to the line?
I mean, it's a choice of whether it's a called or not, right? We had 3 really good officials. Thought they were great. But he caught it and drove it, and he got fouls called, right? Like we called it and drove it. Sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. That's a game. That's it in a nutshell right there. If Marcus gets fouled on some more of those drives, then he's probably shooting a few more free throws or shooting the same as Tilly, right? You know, Marcus shot 9, Tilly shot 13, right? Give him 4 more opportunities. He's probably making 3, or he's making 4, and that's it. That's the game. This game was free throws and layups, and you know he got fouled. Tilly got fouled, and you know made a good amount of his, but you know I thought our guys did a pretty good job. You know, he just got biased or got an angle and got fouled too much.
And when you mentioned the layups, you guys were 12 of 18 from 2, and I know not all of them were layups, and then things got a little more difficult, I guess, at the rim as the game went on. What changed in the flow of either your offense or their defense that made some of those shots that were falling early get harder as the game went on?
I don't know if they were harder, right? Sir Muhammad missed a wide open layup to start the second half. It didn't have anything to do with their defense, right? Like Marcus is getting to the rim and going and finishing. I don't think it had anything to do with their defense. I think it was maybe concentration on our level, on our part to make some of those, right? I think they play really hard defense. I think Bruce Thornton's a really good defender and is physical and makes it tough. I think Gabe Cupps does the same. It makes it tough on you. You know, we just got to finish them, right? Jalen Harrelson's getting 2 feet in the paint. He's got to finish them, right? That's on us. I felt like he rushed it a little bit. Felt like Marcus rushed it a little bit. They take their time. You know, like I said, we make those. We're leaving here a little bit happier.
In the back.
Coach, 2-part question. One, how's Harrelson coming along? He can be one of those guys that can change the program around. And 2, I bet you're glad you beat everybody to get tout.
Yeah, Jalen's been good, man. It's, you know, this is really game 2 for him. He got to play 12 minutes in our first game, but got hit and had a concussion, right? So that game was a wash. Then he missed our second game, so he played, you know, maybe 25 minutes in game 3, and now he's got to go to Ohio State and play, right? Like, so he's going to be good for us. Like the game's still fast for him, right? Like I said, some of those layups he missed was just him playing faster than normal, right? Once he begins to start to slow down, he's going to make some of those, but he can push the pace. He does a good job getting into the paint and scoring. You know, Carson is just max effort, man. He just plays really hard. You know, they took away his ability to pass with some of the stuff that they do, but just his effort on the glass on both ends, his physicality. But really, like, you know, before the game even starts, like, he's a big brother to these dudes, right? He's giving them, he's feeding their belief because of, like, the energy that he gives them, the confidence that he gives them.
Do last 2 over here.
Yeah. Back to Tilly. He was on the bench with 4 fouls. You guys cut into that 6-point lead. He comes back in, blocks a couple shots. What was his effect on defensively on you guys?
Yeah, like I said, he did a good job, man. He hadn't been blocking shots, so we were going to try and attack the rim more to put that pressure on him, right? Like now, you know, we just got to adjust a little bit better now, getting there and start shot faking him, getting him in the air. Maybe because they're over helping, we can start spraying it a little bit more. That's things I think we'll get better at as the season goes on. But he did a good job, man, for, like, you know, his first real big game here too, right? I know there's a lot of angst and nerves and excitement to play a game like this, and he delivered, right? That's why you go get a good player like him to deliver in moments like this.
Your last question.
How has Bruce Thornton improved or changed since you coached against him last time you were here with Penn State? He was a freshman. Now you're getting him as a senior. How has he changed or improved from what you saw today?
Yeah, man, I recruited Bruce Thornton really hard when I was at Purdue. So I've watched him play since he was at Milton High School, and I made a lot of trips to Atlanta and to Milton to recruit him. So that was one of the guys that at the end of the game, I just wanted to give him a hug and just tell him how proud I was of him. You just kind of watch from afar, right? I don't get to watch him play a whole lot unless he's playing somebody that we're getting ready to play or playing somebody that we want to watch. But one of the best kids I've ever been around or ever talked to, like such a leader. But he's a guy that has always done it on both ends of the court. right? Like he gets his team in the offense. He can go score when he needs to score. He can facilitate when he needs to facilitate. And, you know, his shooting is improved tremendously, right? Like you got to make decisions on how you guard him and what you do. So just happy for him, man, and his growth and what he's been doing. And I'm glad I never have to see him again on the other side of the court.